In today's video, we're going to be creating a title slide for a job agency template in PowerPoint. So I've already created a PowerPoint file. You can go ahead and create one. I'm going to select these two text boxes and delete. Next up, right click on the slide and then format background. We're going to select pattern fill. We're going to use um, this one, but for the foreground, we're going to select this color. So I'm just going to now add in some shapes. So go over to shapes, and under basic shapes, we're going to use this parallelogram. I'm just going to click on that and insert one. Let's change the fill and outline. So go over to fill, and I'm going to select more fill colors, and I'm going to go to my notes, and we have these two colors. We're going to use this one, the dark blue one. I'm going to copy the code, bring it here, and then paste. So it's 00153E. Going to change the fill. We're going to remove the outline, select outline, just scroll down a bit, select no outline, and we're going to change the dimensions. I'm going to come over to the dimensions. We're going to change the height 17.35 and width is going to be 22.85. I'm just going to move it here. Let's say around here, and I'm going to grab this handle and move it to, let me say something like this. I'm going to hold Control and Shift to create a second version of this parallelogram and have it just around here. I'm going to just trim off this excess. So I'm going to go to shapes and select a rectangle and just insert one. Bring it to this side, extend it. I like to just move it a little bit. Sometimes you may come in too close and then you have this white line or excess or this space there, so I don't want that. Select the parallelogram and then the rectangle. Go over to under shape format. You see this option here, merge shapes. We're going to subtract, and that's how we've trimmed the excess. Next up, we're going to insert these shapes like this, or instead of inserting, I can just reuse this one, although we have to modify it a little bit. So I'm just going to Control D to duplicate this shape. I'm going to change the color back to something close to the default so I can see it. I'm going to change the dimensions of this one. Go over to shape format. We are going to make the height, let's make it 16.25, and I'm just going to, let me also change the width. The width is going to be 18.5. I'm just going to move it so it's here, and this handle I'm going to return it back. Let's see something, let's say something like this, just very close to this center mark. I'm going to still move it. I may still have to come back and move it, but I just want to see how it will fit, and then we can come back. I'll hold Control and Shift, create another copy like this, and then create another set of copies. Let's say like this. Maybe I'll just the space isn't equal. Maybe I should just move it a little bit. I'm just going to grab the other one and just move it back into the frame. Something like, I'm trying to gauge, where everything goes. It's not going to be perfect for everybody. Even I can create it perfectly, but essentially this is what I'm going to go for. While I'm selected, you know what, I want to trim this excess. I'm going to go over to shapes, rectangle, insert a shape, and I'm just going to extend this just a little bit. Once again, just in case, select this last shape and then this rectangle under shape format, go to the merge options and then subtract. Now select all three of these shapes, go, the, go, to, go over to merge options and then select union. Now this is one shape or one object. Next up, we're going to insert an image. Let's go over to insert pictures and I'm going to select stock images and just give this a moment to load. I'm going to search for laptop and this is the image I want to use. So I'm just going to click on it and insert and then give this a moment to download into our presentation. So I have my image now. What I'm going to do is just move it to this side so it overlaps that shape we created with those three parallelograms, and I'm just going to move it so that it just covers it completely. What I'm going to do next is go over to selection pane and I'm wondering which one of them I want to figure out the name of this one. So freeform shape 12, that's the name of this group. So I'll select the image first and then freeform shape 12. I don't know what your own will be, but that is what you're going to click. So image first, then the shape. Let's go to shape format, union options, and we're going to intersect and we are going to have this. Click on this and okay. So that's the way you can create unique pictures. Maybe you want to have some design or effects or things like that. This is one way you can create it. Finally, let's add a block so we can add our title and title and subtitle. We are still going to use a parallelogram, so that's what I'm going to. I hope I got it. No, okay, I have the right one. I'm just going to click and then insert one, and I'm just going to change the dimensions of it. Let me change the fill. So change the fill to the blue color, dark blue color, and we are going to remove the outline of the shape to, and then we'll select no outline. I'm going to change the height to 8.5 and the width is going to be 20. Let's make it 27. And I'm just going to bring it here and I'm going to move this handle till it's, let's say, somewhere around here. So the position I want this rectangle, this shape is going to be somewhere around here. Let me say like this. Maybe I should move this so that the, how will I put it, the angle is very similar to what we have on this image, although the angle is not similar here. That's my problem. Let's make it let's make it so it's closer to what we have with the images, the image rather. Now let's insert our text. Go over to insert text box and I'm going to grab the title of this slide. This is an imaginary business. It's not a real business. It's just AI generated text. Instead of using lorem ipsum, I like to use real text so it looks closer to a real presentation. I'm going to change the font to Montserrat. Just in case, I just want to mention it. I'm searching for it because I know I have the font. If you don't have Montserrat in your computer, it's going to instead try to rename whatever font you're using to what you have here. So just be careful with that. If you don't have Montserrat, please, I got mine from, I think it's Font Squirrel, but there are many other places you can get the fonts from and then just install it in PowerPoint. I'm going to change the size to 54 and I'm going to change the color to white and I'm going to increase it. So CareerConnect is the name of our imaginary job agency. I'm trying to find the center of this shape, although I feel like, well, let's just leave it at the center. I'm going to create a copy of this text while holding Control and Shift so I can also keep it aligned. Just going to have that here. Next, let's change this to Aptos body and size is going to be 20 and I'm going to grab the remaining text, which is this one, copy it, come back here, select everything, and then paste. I'm going to leave it to be aligned to the left of this side of um, our text. Finally, we're going to have one more text box. I could just create a copy of this. I'm going to use Control to create a copy. Let me change the color to black so that we can see it. So I'm going to change the color of the text to black. Let's grab the text and I'm just going to copy it and paste. I'm going to increase the length of this text so that all the text is on one line. Change the alignment to center. And let me also change the size to 18. And this text is going to be aligned to the center of our slide. And I'm just going to move it so that it's at the center of our slide. Let me use my arrow key to just move it down. All right. One final detail. This looks, I wanted to add a shadow, but you can add a glow so that, it will pop out here. But if you want to leave it like that, you can. You know what? Let's just leave it like that. You can add a shadow on this. Let me say, I'm going to right click, picture format, and we can add a shadow. We can use presets and we can use this one, offset left. And this is just going to make the image pop out. I wanted to add the same to this one, but you know what? I'll just leave it like that. We already have an effect on the image, so let's leave it. Anyway, that is it for this particular title slide. Let's just add a transition. We're going to go one by one and we're going to apply our transitions. For this title slide, I'm not going to add any animation to the text, but as we move forward, we're going to have that. Let's go to the transitions tab and I'm just going to use the fade transition. It's going to be very quick. We're just going to leave it like that. Anyway, that is it for this slide. Let's see what it looks like in the slideshow view. So I just, once again, if you want it to be, if you feel like it's moving too fast, you can come over to duration. Let me make it 2 seconds. And you know what? Actually, let me just leave it at 2 seconds. So if you want to increase or decrease how quickly or how slowly it comes in, you can just go ahead and change that. Anyway, that is it for the title slide. In the next video, we're going to create the table of contents slide. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.